or how the whole activity works, then you will realize that it is the uh, planned shuffling between multiple activities so fast that in a matter of microseconds, the processor keeps shifting and it completes and progresses each of these activities to some extent in that window of microseconds. And at the end, what you see is all these microseconds are stitched together, and you're unable to perceive that the processor is switching between the activities. And we get a feeling that it is happening all together or all parallelly at the same time. And something similar can work miracles in our lives if we can adapt this or if we can understand how to do it in our activities. Let me come to the next slide, that is what I call as wheel of life. Now, wheel of life is how our life is divided into different dimensions. We have material goals to achieve. We have health and fitness to take care. We have soft traits. Like when I say soft traits, it could be peace of mind. It could be my relating with my peers. It could be freedom that I enjoy. So these are traits or qualities or aspects in life that we have to focus on. We have recreation to take care. That is, how do I enjoy my life? How do I go out and then spend time in doing things that I love to do? And then the aspects of family. What kind of a family life do I enjoy with the members in the family? And what kind of richness I have in the family. And then we also have social repute to take care, right? Like how well known am I? What is the reputation I carry in the society? And what is the kind of power or influence I have on the society or people around me? So these are different dimensions to achieve. We all understand obviously the material goals. We all know how do I take actions to progress in my material life. However, we seldom put such detailed or aggressive goals for the other aspects in life. So when we say multitasking, the whole crux is about how can I switch between these elements in the journey of life? How can I allot different time slots to all of these aspects? And then I keep a scanning or keep moving through these different dimensions so that none of them is left or none of them is lacking. So that's the whole idea. And this journey, if you divide into different phases, right? We, in our day-to-day life, most of the times we hear things about, we should improve, we should grow, and we should be looking towards or aspiring towards a greater or a better life. So if you just divide those phases or those stages, they start with the most basic stage, that is just living, or being alive. And being alive does not take a lot of effort. You just need to feed yourself and then let yourself carry on without any ambitions, without any aspirations, without any effort in any direction. Whereas the next stage, slightly better stage that comes, is surviving, where you're trying to ensure that whatever you need for your survival is being taken care. In terms of money, of course, in terms of a habitat, in terms of basic needs, you work to achieve those survival goals. But then starts the next level of pursuit, and that is thriving in whatever you're doing in life. And to do that, you need to strive and put a lot of efforts and constantly go above the average survival level of lifestyle. And this is where all these aspects of focusing on different elements of life, different parts of the wheel of life come to picture. And that is where we need to sort of inculcate and uplift ourselves in all these aspects at each stage. Have you wondered or thought on these lines any time as to at what stage do I stay, and what kind of activities you do, what kind of those small elements that you incorporate in your daily routine. If I can have one or two of you volunteer and share with me your ideas about striving, and what are you currently striving to be. Anyone voluntarily? Krupa ma'am?
Good morning, sir. Good
Yeah.
morning.
Good morning. Good
Yeah.
morning.
Coming to strive now, see, we are planning, I mean, in my career also. Maybe we want to strive and complete some accreditation process, which is not going to be very easy. And that is one aspect. In personal, this also we'll have at home front some achievements to do, like with your children, trying to make sure that they are in the right track. So I think this could be coming into the beyond survival,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
we have to, yeah. So this is my view about striving.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, sir. I would like to add a bit. So
Yeah,
initially,
please.
I started with my business. My whole aim was to just earn some money and survive. Get some students, get enrolled, and knowledge exchange, make them learn and survive. A basic business where students came in and I taught, they learned, they paid me fees. But I wanted to do something more innovatively and make it a business and make it a company, drive some innovation into that. So there comes the Tamsh Lab, which is uniquely designed lab. And then now we have 3D Hub, something to be done for the community of teachers. So all of this, I believe, is striving. I'm in the stage of striving, looking forward to thrive and not yet completed on the stage of striving yet, but I'm there, and it's
Yeah.
intellectually lot stimulating.
Interesting. It's definitely a journey. There is nothing like I'm thriving. I think at every stage we keep evolving and thriving for better and greater things. I think Riaz, you want to speak? Miss Ria, you have anything to share? Okay. Yeah. So at every aspect now, when I use these terms of surviving, striving, and thriving, don't consider them very specifically to only one aspect of the life. Like we said, in this wheel of life, we have different things to take care. Right? Material goals are just one part of them. How much in terms of financially, in terms of career, and in terms of our business, whatever growth goals we keep, they are only going to address one part of this wheel. Whereas what goals do I keep towards my health and fitness? What goals do I keep towards my peace of mind, my quality sleep, my other soft traits? What goals do I keep for my vacations, for my recreational time, where I may be just sitting and singing, where I may be just traveling to places, or where I may be just getting together with my friends to enjoy a cup of coffee. Uh, all these require conscious efforts to put certain milestones, put certain goals, and then work towards them. None of them can happen automatically, right? So we somehow, in the process of life, believe that I need to just put a lot of efforts towards my material goals, and rest of them will happen. But that's not true. Each one of these require conscious efforts to work on them, and each one of them requires step-by-step, actions and steps towards the thriving aspect in each of them separately. So when we say we need to strive on all the fronts. So some of the steps towards thriving, which I have discovered in my journey, I would like to share with you. And the first one is set yourself realistic goals, which should be multidimensional. So when we say Goal setting is very clearly understood in terms of what salary I want to earn, or what turnover I want the business to reach. These are very simple goals and very straightforward goals, and we easily can articulate them and write them. But it is the goals in other aspects which are seldom articulated, which are not spelled out clearly as to what do you want to achieve, and hence none of the further steps happen. So set realistic goals on all the fronts. This is the first point. Then comes is breaking it up into tasks. We should not be overwhelmed by the goals that we keep. If I keep a goal that I want to become 55 kg fit personality and I'm at 80 or 90 kgs, I should not be feeling that this is an impossible target and I'm never going to reach there. That's not how it's done. If you put a goal that I want to take my business to a turnover of 10 crore or 50 crore or 100 crore, and now I'm only at, let's say, 50 lakh or 10 lakh, it should not be overwhelmed by that, because nothing happens in a day. Everything is a stepwise process. So no matter what goal you have, which in your own standard, if it is a realistic goal, then don't be bothered about how big or how great is that. Break it up into tasks, break it up into multiple small steps. And then important is sequence the list and not just prioritize. Again, one more mistake that I've seen very commonly done is when we have a large goal to meet, we have multiple steps to achieve. Then we say these are the important steps, these are the not so important steps, and these are unimportant steps in that. Now, in my view, there is nothing like unimportant steps or less important steps. Once you say there is a task that is required for the goal, it is required, no matter how small it is. To make a car, if there are 100 parts required, none of them is more important part and none of them is less important part. Any one part is not there, the car won't complete. So all the parts or all the tasks are equally important. Yes, definitely, some parts need to come together first. Some tasks need to be completed first, and certain elements in this process have to fall in place first, and then the smaller things can come. So there can be greater and smaller things, but not more important and less important things. So we should not just prioritize based on this importance, but we should prioritize or sequence based on their sequence or their priority in time as to when they have to be completed. And we have this list to be completed, then plan to succeed, not to fail. Another common mistake we do is we want to put very ambitious goals for ourselves, and ultimately we end up failing in those particular steps, and then that becomes an excuse for getting demotivated and giving up. So if I can, again, coming back to, let's say, fitness goal, if you have a goal to reach a certain weight, you put a goal that I want to drop whatever 4 kg, 5 kg per month or 10 kg per month. And for that, I should get up tomorrow morning and I should do 2-hour workout and, cut down my diet very strongly. All this we put, and then we are unable to keep up with this goal, and in the process we say no, forget it, because it's challenging on the mind, it's challenging on the body. It's not going to happen from a sedentary lifestyle to come to this kind of workout regime or a diet regime. It's not easy. So plan to succeed only means that you make a plan that you're sure you're going to succeed. So if you introduce something like a 15-minute, 20-minute workout initially, and you consistently do it for 1 week, so you planned for a 15-minute workout, you completed a 15-minute workout, that gives a lot of self-esteem. It gives a lot of boost that you succeeded in whatever you planned. And then you take the plan a little more aggressive for the next week, then a little more aggressive for the next week. That is what I mean by plan to succeed. Don't plan to fail. Take the week one day at a time, right? But at the same time, be aware that you are what is coming up tomorrow. And it's not that you dwell in tomorrow, it's not that you keep hypothetically ruminating about or worrying about tomorrow or day after, but it's just that you are aware what is waiting to come tomorrow and day after, but focus on today. Take one day at a time. Do not look at again the project as a whole. Look at what I need to complete for today, right? And in each dimension, all of these points I'm referring to in each dimension, whatever goal you have set. And then next point is discipline and consistency is priceless. Great results take time, right? Again, do not be over demanding on yourself. Do not be over expecting that things will change overnight and suddenly you will start seeing results. It doesn't happen. Whatever steps you have laid down, whatever path you have laid down for yourself, which of course is crafted, drafted, and prepared after enough research and enough interactions with competent authorities. Because if you want to reach a goal, you need a competent authority to interact with. You need sufficient substantial research to decide what and how I will do. I will reach this particular goal. So all that has been done. It's assumed that you have done the research, you have interacted with the competent authority, and then you have laid down the path to reach that goal. In then you need to just be disciplined about your actions, just be consistent towards that goal, and not expect anything to change overnight. Keep doing it, and then before you know, things will start shaping up, and then they will come in incremental progress, in incremental change. And then while you are at it, always surround yourself with compatible environment. Supposing if you want to achieve certain fitness goals, but you are constantly surrounded by people who don't give importance to exercise, who don't give importance to following a diet, what do you think is going to happen? You are going to be influenced by them subconsciously. You are going to be influenced by the kind of interactions you have with them. You are always going to be impacted by their ideologies. So whatever ideology you want to follow or you want to bring in your life to achieve a certain fitness and health goal is going to be stamped down. It's going to be affected. It's going to be completely nullified by the influence of these people that are going to have. Again, there is nothing like negative influence or a positive influence, but rather influence that will help you go towards your goal and influence that will obstruct you from going towards your goal. So once you have put down your goal, then better ensure that all the environment around you, the people that you interact, the videos that you watch, the things that you listen to, all of it is aligned. It is helping you to move forward in your goal, in your path. Then most important, take enough breaks and track your progress in each goal. It's not that we put a goal and then we forget it, right? You constantly cross check. Where am I? I know I wanted to achieve this in a week. At the end of the week, have I reached the goal? Have I achieved whatever I want to achieve? Most of them may not be measurable, but some of them will be measurable. So try and measure the progress. Try and look back to the week as to what did I achieve in this particular week and is everything in line, right? And when you are at a task, that is the whole world. That's again, coming back to the secret of multitasking. When you take a particular goal and break it down to steps, then you've so many tasks to do, and all these tasks are aligned to different goals in different fields: material, non-material, health and fitness, all of these. But when you are doing something, if you are working out, then be in that activity, be in that task completely. If you are reading a book to upgrade yourself in a certain skill, then be at that book completely. Even if it is the slots of 20 minutes, supposing you're teaching in the college and you got a 20-minute time slot and you decided you will read a book in that 20-minute, then forget about what is going to come next, what is done now, and what is the other aspects that are bothering you. All of it, keep it aside, concentrate on that book completely, drench yourself with whatever you're reading. And then when you go to the classroom to teach, don't be lost in the book. Be in the classroom, be in that place, and then completely dedicate yourself. So being in the moment and being mindful of what you're doing, it's the best experience that you can have of accomplishing something in each of these disciplines. And then the last point is, when you hit any obstacle, switch the task. For example, you may be learning to code and do programming and you're stuck and you're not able to make progress. Then don't try to get, don't get obsessed, don't get worked up, and don't try to just stay there and then do something so that you make a progress. If it's not working, then switch that task. Instead of getting frustrated, take up another task that you have in your list and then focus on that. Put yourself completely into that, and then after some time you can come back to the obstacle or the same problem that was bothering you. In most cases, you end up getting the solution for a problem or the way to go around an obstacle when you are not struggling with it. When you are doing something else, suddenly a eureka moment comes and you know what problem was bothering you and how to solve it, and then you go back to it, and without effort, without struggle, you will be able to surpass that. So these are the steps which I feel really help in achieving each task at a time, and thereby you are achieving a larger goal, and thereby you are achieving multiple things in a given span of time. So it's not like every second I'm doing 10 things, but it's like I have divided every second of a minute I am valuing, every minute of an hour I'm valuing, and every hour of a day I'm valuing, and ensure and ask myself, in this part of the minute, what am I doing? In this part of the hour, what am I doing to move forward? Some things that I need to do to survive, I will do them. Some things I definitely need to do to thrive and progress from wherever I am. So with all this, if you are tracking yourself, asking yourself constantly on a daily basis, how did I move? How did I perform today? How did I do today? What did help me? What worked? What did not work? So this kind of a contemplation in the end of the day really helps to tweak it, plan it, and look forward to the next bright day in the life. So that is all I wanted to share. I do not know if Q&A is part of these sessions. If there is any point anyone you want to add or discuss, we can do it now.
Thank you, sir. Yes, we do have time slot for Q&A.
Yeah.
So if anybody have got any concerns to discuss, please put up yourself.
Hello, sir. Srinivas here.
Hi, Srinivas.
Yeah. The point which you mentioned here, surround yourself with people of like-minded or someone who is helping you to reach the goal. Considering the health goal itself. Now, when you have a partner or when you have a family members who are not ambitious in achieving health goals, it is very difficult. So in that case, what one should do?
Very true. So that is why gym, an environment of a gym works out, an environment of a yoga group works out. Why these groups are there? Because more than a place of exercise, more than equipments and machines for exercise, it is that that vibrations, that environment. When you go there, you will not feel like sitting somewhere and sleeping. You will not feel like doing your work there. Automatically the environment motivates you to do something there, because others are doing, people are happy, they're smiling, they are doing exercise, so you will be sort of thrilled to go and do something. If there is a yoga class and people are all concentrating on their exercise and then they are doing their breathing and exercise, you will not feel like dancing there. You will naturally feel like working out. So that is the whole idea. If you can introduce such slots, such time slots, such environments where you can access, and again, don't make it very difficult. Don't enroll yourself into a gym that is half an hour away from your house. You need to travel half an hour to reach there. Make it easy for yourself. Look for something which may be substandard, but it is available very close to your house, where you can just reach in 5 minutes without much effort. Then you don't have to overcome another obstacle to reach there. So your goal should be to only reach that place. Once you reach that place, you will not require to tell yourself to work out. That will happen automatic because of the environment.
So here the question is not about the gym or working out. Working out can happen, but a whole day long there are food items all around us. Because others are all foodies.
Yeah.
You know, when the food is in front of you, you are fighting with yourself there.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
you have to make protocols so that your environment is slightly modified. And if it's the family members, it is very hard, I understand. But you
Yeah.
can still make protocols saying that, don't bring this food and keep it near me. It could be just simple, like, chips, for example, if they're eating chips, if you're all sitting and watching a movie and one is getting tempted to eat that. Second thing is that the bowl of chips is sitting right beside you, and somebody is sitting beside you and they're eating. It is very accessible. So first step is make it inaccessible. Tell them to keep that bowl a little far away. This is the first thing you can do. Second thing is, of course, you can tell them not to eat it in front of you. So these are grades of what measures you can take. But the least that you can do is telling them not to keep it accessible to you, so that your hand is not subconsciously reaching to the bowl. So when you have to get up and make an effort to go and take that chip from the bowl, there is more time in microseconds, so that your brain contemplates that should I get up and go and take that chip? Is it worth and should I eat it? And then you start calculating, start thinking. If it is just beside you, you will not even think about it. You'll just put your hand and eat it. So this happens for everybody. So you need to figure out how do you create that environment which is helping you to move towards your goal.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Hello, Prakash, I just would like to add something.
Please, madam.
I think for all these things, you need a willpower also. If the food is tempting, as Srinivas was telling just now, the snacks are tempting, but you should also have a willpower that I will not take it. I think some amount of willpower is necessary
I
to avoid
personally,
this.
I personally have a slightly different view on that. I believe that if you have the wisdom and clarity, willpower is not needed. It is like, if I have the clarity of what this chips or what this food is going to do to me, and if I have complete conviction on that understanding, then I don't need to enforce that I should not take it. The need for willpower comes when I am not convinced about something and I'm tempted to do it, and there are trigger points which are making me do it. Then I need that willpower to pull out of it. But if I'm clear that what I'm going to do is harmful for me and it's going to create trouble for me, and I fully believe in this understanding, in this knowledge, or in this wisdom, then willpower may not be really required to do it. I will have to simply remind myself that what am I doing? Do I want to do something that's going to be harmful for me? If there is fire, right, and if I put my finger in the fire, it's going to burn. I know that. Now, do you think you require willpower not to put your finger in the fire? We don't need the willpower. We just need the understanding that if I put my finger in the fire, it's going to burn. So I simply effortlessly I'm sitting without any trigger, any push to put that finger in the fire. So similar to that, we do not associate eating chips or eating oily food equal to fire. But if I can resolve it and if I can understand the consequence, or it's no less than this fire example. So I would say, yes, willpower is definitely an important trait, but if you can counter it with understanding and wisdom, it may be a lot easier.
And you also mentioned when is, I would like to add, you should have the art of living in the present, because past
Exactly.
is
That is what I
history.
said, mindfulness.
Mindfulness. Past is history. Future is mystery. Present is present given to us. So it is a present.
Correct.
Actually.
Absolutely.
So we should know how to live in the present. Give 100% in the present if you want to thrive, and if you want
Very
to
true.
achieve excellence in whatever you are doing. That is what is my understanding.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. Fully agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Any
Prakash
other?
sir.
Yes, Krupa ma'am.
Yeah, so there was I think Srinivas, right, who was participated,
Yes.
who questioned about the circumstances in which it may
Correct.
not be feasible at home or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know, but I have this George Bernard Shaw's wordings, which I have been using it in my bedroom right from when I was a child, and my children also are keeping it in their bedroom. And the words are just, I want to say, I don't want to put any extra explanation for that. So it's like, it just goes like this, that the people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want. And if they can't
Yeah.
find them, create them. So this is something I would like to add, and it has been very motivating for me right from my
Very well
school
said
time.
by Bernard. Yeah.
Yeah. So my daughter also has kept it in her bedroom. So these are small little motivating words which keep us going in tough times. So
Very
that's
true.
all I was just wanted to add.
In fact, a majority of our effort goes in creating the environment. If you are able to successfully create the environment which is soothing, which is aligned towards a goal, then most of things become naturally aligned.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So thank you very much, everyone. I think this link is also going to end. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure interacting with you.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Mr.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you.
sparing your time to prepare and be here with us to discuss a lot of wisdom, which we all
Thank you.
believe we know, but it should be re-emphasized and reworked upon timely to
Yeah.
keep ourselves on track. It was a great session. The same would be uploaded on YouTube and shared with all others who could not make it today. So have a
Sure.
great Sunday, all of you. We'll catch up on next Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.